Hey, welcome back, everybody, for another eat along. I know it's been a while since our last eat along, but honestly, I've just been too depressed to do an eat along. With everything going on in the country right now, I won't go too much into that, but yeah, everything going on right now has really had me depressed, but I'm trying to pull myself out of that depression, and food always helps. So, anyway, we're going to be eating from a place called Hong Kong Chinese Restaurant. I had never eaten from this place before up until a few days ago. This is a place that I deliver from with my Uber Eats job on a daily basis. Sometimes several times a day I have to pick up from there. And I've been like, wondering, they must be really good because I get so many orders from there. And so I tried it out. Today we're going to be having chicken with garlic sauce. Yeah, I've been delivering for Uber Eats for over 4 months now. And I mean, I do enjoy it. It's one of those jobs, now this is my opinion, it's one of those jobs like you think it's going to be super cool and fun and cool, and it is. I mean, I enjoy having my own schedule, making my own schedule. I enjoy not having to work around the same people every day. Um, but it's kind of like when I became a bartender. I had never been a bartender before, and I'd always thought it would be so cool to do that. I used to watch Cheers when I was growing up. I don't know if you guys remember that. But anyway, I thought they made it look so cool. And so I always thought I was going to grow up and become a bartender. And it took a long time before I finally became one. And it wasn't as everything I thought it would be. It wasn't everything I thought it was going to be. I'll just leave it at that. But with Uber Eats, it's not just Uber Eats, it's any delivery job, I would think. The things that you have to put up with, with your GPS sometimes malfunctioning and the app sometimes malfunctioning, dealing with people who don't tip, dealing sometimes with forgetting part of the order. I had a situation today where it was from Chipotle, and it had a bottle of water with it. So I dropped the bag of food off, but didn't drop the bottle of water off, and I had to move on to my next delivery. So I was hoping I didn't get another delivery after that because I was going to go back to the house, and I left a note, and I did make it back to her house, and I left a note with the water telling her that I was sorry I had forgotten it. She had even given me a $5 cash tip. So I definitely had to get it to her. Fried rice. Yeah, this restaurant, Hong Kong Chinese restaurant, is so good. The food is so flavorful, and that's what I love about it. A lot of times I get Chinese food from places, and it's like they're scared to add flavor. They're just really shy when it comes to adding flavor. Anyway, this one is not lacking in flavor at all. Here's the chicken with garlic sauce. It's got bell peppers, carrots, broccoli, onions, and I think there's like a few little red pepper flakes in there and some bamboo shoots. And water chestnuts. Don't forget the water chestnuts. Look, she gave me 2 fortune cookies. Oh, anyway, so, when you're driving for a living, you definitely have to be careful out on the road. And it just becomes really stressful when you know that you're trying to make it to somebody's house, and you're not quite sure where you're going, and you're just trusting GPS, and sometimes the GPS will have you going in circles. Yeah, so you got to drive pretty much perfect because you can't afford to get tickets. If you get too many tickets and lose your license, you won't be able to drive. Today I'm drinking water. So yeah, there's a lot of stress that comes along with this job. But I still love it. I still like making my own schedule. But I work every day pretty much except for one day. I'll take one day a week off. And I normally will have my app turned on for like 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours, and just accept every delivery request I get. Oh, would you guys like a bite? Here. Just a second. I'll get you a good bite. There you go. Munch. Mmm. So good. Uber Eats just had a change on their app. Before the change, we were not able to see if we were going to be tipped or not for the delivery. It would just show you the fare that you were going to be paid from Uber. And you just had to hope that you would get tipped after the delivery. But I've never placed an order with Uber before, Uber Eats, so I don't know how it works from the customer side until now. I watched the video on how that works. And I see that they're able to tip you at the beginning when they first place the order, but they have an hour to finalize the tip. They can increase it or decrease it or just take it away altogether. But anyway, so about 4 or 5 days ago, I guess, they changed the app to where now we're able to see the potential tip that we would be receiving, which I've thought a lot about that, you know, whether I think it's good or bad. It's got its good points and its bad points. Like, if we see an order request come through and it only shows we're going to be paid the fare and there's no tip included, I think a lot of drivers are going to turn those down. You know, say it's like a 20-minute trip and they're offering you $3.50. I think a lot of drivers would turn that down, just assuming that the customer is not going to tip. But I'll tell you what happened today. So I've been kind of testing it out. So I accepted an offer that paid me $7 and something. And that included a potential tip of like $2. And so when I picked the order up, I sent the customer a message and told her I'm on my way with her order to have a good day. And she sent me a message back and said, "Thank you very much. There will be a tip under the mat for you." And so she tipped me $5, and I wouldn't have known that, you know, had I not taken a chance and accepted the order, even though it wasn't like, you know, a huge paying order. Broccoli. I tried something different today with my delivery area. I normally will try to stay in my town, you know, because I just like staying close to home. But today I ventured out onto International Speedway near the racetrack. There's a bunch of restaurants in that area. And I just kept getting order back to back to back. I had like 5 orders back to back, and I accepted every one of them. So far today with tips, I made $40 with those 5 deliveries. And they were all really close together too. I didn't have to drive very far at all to drop these off. Some of them are just like a couple of minutes down the road, or, you know, no more than 5 or 7 minutes away. I love that. And I like when they give them to you back to back because you're not wasting gas. You know, you're constantly going back and forth making money instead of going somewhere to wait, running your AC, trying to keep cool, because it's been, y'all know, it's been a really hot summer, very muggy here in Florida. So I think I'm going to stick to that. I think I'm going to keep going back to that area as long as it's working for me. Got little pieces of onion in it. That makes it even way more gooder. More gooder or better. I love bamboo shoots. Now, this is some of the best Chinese food I've had besides Leanne's Chinese, which is, it's also on Nova Road, but the complete other end of Nova Road. This one's just right down the street from me. Like, literally, I could walk there and be back to my house in like 15 minutes. I love how close it is. I got a new kitten. She's outside meowing right now, trying to get in. I didn't want her to come in because I know she's going to try to get in my food. She's one of those cats that wants to get all up in your plate. I'm going to let her in just for a minute so you guys can meet her. Her name is Sheba. Hang on. Hang on, Sheba. Come on. I don't even have to try to get her to come over here. She'll be over here on her own. But anyway, my cat, Elmo, that you guys probably remember if you've watched some of my older videos, he passed away about 2.5 months ago. And right before he passed away, I'd say about a week and a half before he passed away, I found this kitten here, Sheba. She was in the road on Taylor Road. It was pouring down rain, and I was on my way to pick up some food, not for a customer, but for me personally. Are you okay? And anyway, I saw her in the distance running across the road, and it's a busy road. It can be. But at this moment, it was raining, like I said, and there wasn't a lot of traffic out. So anyway, I just kind of stopped in the middle of the road and put on my emergency lights and got out and chased her down. You want to say hi to everybody? I named her Midnight, but then I ended up changing it to Sheba just because she's Sheba. Sometimes I call her Sheebs. And she's cute. She's like 3 months old now, maybe a little over 3 months old. Yeah. Anyway, when I found her, I put her in my Kia, and she ran underneath the dash and up into the dash behind the glove box. So I had to take the glove box apart and get her out of there. She was really wedged in there good. But, so yeah, now I have her, and she's my new cat. She's already got one video on YouTube I posted the other day. I'm sure you guys will get to see a lot more as she grows up. I tried to put a collar on her today, but it was too big. So I must have to wait for her to grow up a little bit. I figure by Christmas she'll be big enough. She's funny to watch her try to take that collar off, though. I think I might record that too. She does the funniest little thing to try to get that off. I'm so happy that we got to do this eat along, y'all. Thank you for joining me. I'm really looking forward to fall. Not that we get much of a fall here in Florida, but I'll tell you, when you're out on the road delivering food all day, it gets brutal, even if you have AC. Because you're constantly stopping and turning your car off, and your car heats back up. It doesn't stay cool. A Kia Sorento is not the best car to be delivering food in as far as economy-wise. I spend about $20 a day on gas. My goal is 100 each day. So I figure if I'm spending 20 of it, then I'm really making out with 80 bucks a day, which that's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but it pays the bills, and that's what I need it to do. So I don't worship money. I don't think about money, I guess, in the way that some people do. I just look at it as a way to pay your bills and survive. My goal in life is not to be rich, it's just to be happy. I'm using the Hong Kong restaurant menu as a table mat. Well, I'll take a couple more bites, see if there's anything else I wanted to mention to you guys. Oh, our bars here in Daytona opened back up. I don't know if it's all of Volusia County. I'd have to look into that. Probably is. But as of Monday, they opened back up. So we got a lot of happy bartenders in town. Oh, I don't know what I was going to say. Blacktoberfest is coming up, and Ormond Beach is allowing it to happen, but Daytona Beach is saying no to it because of Corona. I'm so sick of hearing that word, I swear to God. But you know what? I say come on down anyway for Blacktoberfest if you want to. Daytona can't make you not come. They can't tell you can't come here. And like I said, all the bars are open now. So, I mean, the only thing you're not going to experience, I guess, is like live music on Main Street and outside venues selling stuff, shirts and whatnot. But I would come down just to spite them saying that you can't. But I'm really rebellious anyway, so maybe you don't want to listen to me. Hey, Sheba. Hey. Pretty girl. You don't want Chinese food, honey. This is spicy. I had bacon and eggs this morning, and I was taking a picture of my breakfast. And while I was getting the plate set up to take the picture, she grabbed a strip of bacon off my plate and took off with it. Yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. That and that I'm praying every day for President Trump to have another 4 years in office. Hi, sweetie. All right, you guys. Well, I love you, and I'm happy that you joined me again. It's been good seeing y'all again. Everybody take care of yourselves, and God bless America. Have a good one.